Hey folks, this is Butts327 and welcome back to Change My Mind. A little series I'm gonna do on games that, I need my mind changed on. So this is Fallout New Vegas, and we collected the Xander root and the Brock flower to do this little tutorial thing with what's her face here? Sunny Smiles, yeah. Okay, get out of the fire pit.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. Alright now, we're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
Fine. Alright. Let's go ahead and make that.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Alright, we can do that. I like the dog. Is there anything worth collecting? Not really. Yeah, I was playing Fallout 4 for the longest time, so I tend to look at everything even more to make sure there isn't anything useful, but you don't really need a whole lot of scrap material or anything.
Hey there.
To make anything in this one. I know in Fallout 4 there was so many things that needed glue and scrap metal and rubber and all kinds of stuffs. But anywho, gonna head on back to Goodsprings now. And then we'll start exploring the wastes. I've thought about going in and doing a Let's Play with Fallout 4 as well. Well, let's take those since we can. But people seem to not like that game, so I know I'd really like to play Fallout 76, which isn't out yet, but it's going to be out very soon. But it's very expensive and I can't afford it. So it's just one of those things that'll just have to wait.
Hey. Howdy. Yup.
Thought you might maybe have something different to say, but apparently not. Okay, we go to the bar.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
You're harassing her. That's my problem.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this trader, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Okay.
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. All right. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there. Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit.
Okay.
He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there. Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Okay.
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman. I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me. Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before. It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy. It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. Fine by me. Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies. There's always something interesting going on, but the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam. The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region, but if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin. I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something. Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory. Be careful out there.
Alright, let's go fix this radio. Okay. Repair it. Yeah. Now let's go talk to her again. Where'd she go? Hello? Where are you? Did she just disappear? Maybe she's a ghost. Where did you go? Do you talk at all?
Way too many strangers coming into town these days. No offense.
None taken. I don't like strangers either. Where did she go? Okay, there's
Howdy.
Sunny. Where'd the other one go? She wasn't back here. Can I, no. Can't hack into the computer. Did she go outside? I don't see her anywhere.
Hey!
Welcome to the Mojave Express. Mojave Express drop boxes like this one can be used to deliver items to any Mojave Express drop box that you've discovered. Once you find a Mojave Express drop box, just activate it and you will be able to use that location to send and receive items. Alright. She go in here? She probably did. But I don't want to pick the lock and get on her bad side, so I don't think I'm going to. See what kind of trouble we can get into out here. Why are you still working in the fields, huh?
That Doc Mitchell sure knows his stuff, doesn't he?
Sure. What's in the mailbox?
Howdy. Thank you.
For what?
Thank you.
Why are you thanking me? Did I do something good? There's Trudy. She went home, but her thing is open 24 hours. So get your butt up.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that. Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work. You're welcome. So can I get you anything?
Nope.
Be careful out there.
Hey there.
Let's just sit down and relax for a few. Why can't I see my face? Alright, so we waited 7 hours
Howdy.
in this chair. So let's get up and go. We're gonna wait till daylight, because there's more stuff to do in the daylight. I think, anyway. Don't recall... Oh. Take that. Anything in here? No, that's empty. I don't recall whether we have to go to that gas station at night or not. Take that. Let's read our magazines. I don't think it really does anything to help us at this point. Did we just drop them all? No, we didn't. The Poseidon Energy gas station. Got anything useful in the truck? No. Of course not.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me? Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
Not necessarily.
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board... Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Okay. I do remember this part. Getting everybody to help. They're only temporary things. I thought they would help boost your stuff indefinitely. Again, playing too much Fallout 4. Why is nobody here? How did you get in there?
Howdy. Howdy.
Okay, well, where's Sunny? Down here? Sunny Smiles, where are ya? I don't know why it
Hey
took
there.
me so long to find her.
Hi there. Sticking around Goodsprings for a while longer? Say no more. I'm in. Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere. And Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
Okay.
A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help. I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him. Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two about explosives before you handed it over.
Alright.
I'll be waiting.
Let's go talk to Trudy. There's Easy Pete, so we might as well talk to him first.
Howdy. Bad trouble. Welcome. Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way. Too dangerous. Sorry. Blow yourself up. Blow your neighbor up. Blow the whole town up. Told you before, it's too dangerous for a bunch of amateurs to handle. Yup. Yup.
Good conversation there, Pete. You in here, Trudy? No, you're not. Why would you be? Because I need you to be in there. Okay, let's go talk to Chet.
Howdy.
Whoa, I didn't want to go over the counter.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. Town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble. The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans. Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice. Behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip. I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right? Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor. It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets. Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about. Look, you're bringing this on yourselves. There's no way I'm getting involved. But hey, I'm sure you can buy what you need.
Okay.
Take it easy now.
Oh, that was fantastic. Okay, let's go see the doctor. Wherever he is. There he is, up there. Probably need to do some leveling up before I can get any of these people to go along with it. Doctor, where are you? There you are.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you? I didn't see him or the men with him. You might ask around town, though. Could be someone saw which way they was headed. Your best bet would probably be Trudy, the bartender at the saloon up the road. If anyone saw anything, she'd know about it. That'd be Victor. Curious fella. He's sort of odd, and I don't just mean 'cause he's a robot. I couldn't tell you much about him. He's real friendly, don't get me wrong. You just get the sense that ain't the whole picture. Just a feeling. He keeps to himself, mostly. You want to know more about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. He has a shack on the southern edge of town.
Okay.
This here's Goodsprings, named after the water we got here, just down the road to the southeast. Goodsprings Source, they call it. It's a quiet town, and that's how we like it. We don't go looking for trouble, though occasionally it sees fit to come looking for us. Well, I already told you I came from a vault. After that, I was a traveling doctor for a spell. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Most folks out here ain't educated, so people with medical know-how are hard to come by. I found that I could help a lot of people with what I knew, and that was all right with me. Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my traveling days. Didn't miss it none then. Still don't. Well, there's a general store just up the road, run by a fella named Chet. He don't got nothing fancy, but he's got your basics covered. If you're looking to wet your whistle, just past Chet's is the Prospector Saloon. The bartender there, Trudy, knows everyone in town. Other than that, there's not much to see. Just people trying to scratch out a living.
Okay. I'm just trying to exhaust all the conversation options here. That way, if there's any experience to be gained and towards helping level me up, I don't remember if there is or not, then it would help. So, let's go with this one.
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
Okay.
Well, ain't we all, right? That was a long time ago. I don't pay it much mind anymore. You take care now.
So did that do anything? Okay. Tree. I'm gonna wander for a little bit off camera, see if I can't level up anything, and then we'll see about getting the other ones. Excuse me, I just got tired all of a sudden. Hang on. Alright, so I did some exploring. I killed a couple of wolves down there, and I'm gonna go in this cave. I knew there was something around here, so I just couldn't remember what. Yeah, and this place is full of wolves, so... or coyotes, whatever they are. Hey, and we leveled up. Alright, so let's go ahead and level up our barter. Our lockpick, explosives, and survival. We'll go one more on the lockpick. Okay, and we get a new perk. Combat, you do 10% plus 10% damage against melee opponents. Outside of combat, you'll sometimes have access to unique dialogue options, including when dealing with the opposite sex. Okay. In combat, you do 10 plus 10% damage against female opponents. Okay. Friend of the night. Your eyes adapt quickly to low light conditions, indoors, and when darkness falls across the wasteland. Single point into any of your special attributes. The retention perk, the bonus is granted by skill magazines, lasts 3 times as long. Each rank in the Swift Learner perk, you gain an additional 10% to total experience points whenever experience points are earned. We're gonna go with the Swift Learner. Okay, well, we're gonna do some exploring in here. My hand's going to sleep. And then we'll go out and try to wrangle some people into our little group there. Okay, there is 3 coyotes up here, yeah. Oh, there's a puppy too. Hey, yeah. Sorry, puppy. I know you're here. Where exactly did you go? There we go. Again, sorry. Sorry, pup, but it kind of had to happen. Oh, it's a bright follower. Let's take the plasma pistol and the energy cells. Cap, energy cell. I'll just do that for now. Take your caps. And that. Wow, there's lots of stuff here. Okay, take that, those, that. Alright. So yeah, obviously Coyote's got them down here. There's 2 Wastelanders and a Bright Follower. So now we can leave the cave and go try to talk them into joining us now. I thought there was a vault there, but apparently it's just a cave. And there might be a vault somewhere around there. I can't remember though. Oh, Easy Pete isn't there, so we can't talk to Easy Pete. But we can talk to Trudy.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right. That does sound like a good plan. Alright, you seem to know what you're doing, so you can count me in. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
Okay.
Be careful out there.
Hello.
Hey, there's Pete.
Howdy. Told you before, it's too dangerous for a bunch of amateurs to handle. Too dangerous.
Okay.
Yep.
Should have added more to my explosives perk. How's about Chet over here?
You looking to buy some supplies?
Nope.
This again? Like I said, I'm against taking on the powder gamers. My supplies aren't cheap, you know. You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand.
Sure. Alright.
Take it easy now.
With everyone but Easy Pete. Right? Yeah, we have everyone but Easy Pete. ahead and equip some things. Hell. Yeah, close. Let's put on that. And instead of going with the varmint rifle, let's go with the with the 9mm. All right. Okay. Can't do anything there. Not over here. Okay. Anything we can do there? No, I don't want to break down my... Okay, so we have everyone but Easy Pete. And that's okay. I don't think we need any dynamite for this adventure. I wish there was a sprint instead of just run, though. Oh well. Can I get any caps out of here? No.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us? Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do. All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play. At least 6, Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
You could just wait there while I loot. How about that? Alright, boy howdy, let's go. Stuck on a plant, really?
Howdy.
His head exploded. Cobb is dead. Alright, you have established a reputation with a group in the wasteland. Whether that reputation is good or bad, you're finally somebody, and people associated with that group will start to react to what you've done. There are many factions in the wasteland, and you can develop a distinct reputation with each one. As you perform actions that benefit a group, you will gain fame. If you perform enough actions that harm a group, you will gain infamy. Your reputation with any given group is a measure of the combined total of fame and infamy that you have earned. The benefits and drawbacks of any given reputation depend on the group itself. You may receive discounts with merchants, provoke attacks from hired thugs, or simply be treated differently. Alright, we are idolized in Goodsprings. Renowned for your extensive support and goodwill, you are idolized by the community. Shunned by the powder gangers. You left a poor impression on the community and may be shunned as a result.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things. I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
Will do. Stand up. Alright, let's loot these powder gangers. Take that. That. Let's take the shotgun. And the dynamite. Because why not? Ooh, yeah, I'll be taking that. Gauge. Do. Do you have anything on you? Yeah, you do. Alright. Actually, no, let's be taking all of that now. Okay, anybody else? Yeah, there's two over here. Trudy.
I'm glad that business is over. I like it when Goodsprings is nice and quiet.
Okay.
Be careful out there.
Mm-hmm. Will do. Hi, Cheyenne. Alright, well, I'm going to call this episode right here. So that was kind of fun. Still hasn't changed my mind yet. If you have any tips or tricks on what to do next, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, if you liked the video, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really helps. And until next time, see ya.